Well, here we are. Let's see if this works. We're hooked up to the truck, air in the tires, they seem to be holding air, and I'll see if the remote works. Alright, Saturday morning, and I have no idea whether this is really getting filmed decently because I can't see the display in the daylight. Lovely. Anyway, I'm waiting for the rest of my helpers to arrive to make the final move. Kind of uncovered a good portion of the car. And there's still stuff that just sort of fell off as we were making the move last night. I was making the move. So yeah, it still has the semblance of all the disassembly that took place when I had high hopes and before I got my contract terminated down in Blacksburg. So looks to still be an extremely solid, which is wonderful, California car. Obviously when we get underneath it we'll find out more. I was working specifically on this rear quarter panel when the word came down that I was going to be jobless. And there was a lot of Bondo in here. I haven't really put a straight edge to figure out why there was so much Bondo, but my hope is that once everything's stripped off it'll be fairly close and maybe just a skim of Bondo will do it. I honestly don't remember the status before. This was odd. I guess they got rear-ended at some point and wasn't repaired very well. Again, a lot of Bondo, and then the rust took over underneath the Bondo. So in the trunk are the doors, and I've got, appears to be a replacement seat because the one that was in there I think had rusted out, at least a replacement seat bottom from back in the day. And this one, my prayer is, can be revived. Yeah, there might be another half of a seat down underneath there, who knows. I love the houndstooth that was on the spare tire cover. You can kind of get a glimpse of a window down through there. And then these seats, and we just pray, given the cost of mid-60s GM A-body seats, that we can salvage those. Again, it all depends on the level of rust. So back in the space where the car came out of, we've got front and rear bumpers, a Corvair heater box, a bench seat out of a A-body Pontiac. I believe it was a Skylark or a Special. Anyway, there's a whole story. I'll have to go into at some point on that. And this was the space that the car came out of. Space that was built to go over it. And the space that Michaela's Corvair will take up residence for the time being. Hopefully not too long. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long to finish this car. Looks like a lot of work, doesn't it? Hey, look. already have my first assistant. I think he used to live in there at some point, and now he is wondering why his resting place has been moved. Anyway, we'll add to this. So later. All right, so
It looks pretty well built. I think I can take a beat.
yeah. All right, so do you want me to do the steering while you three push?
Yes.
Alright, this is first of wood. I guess we won't worry about it. Everybody, 1, 2, push.
You need to leave the 3. Look up in the house, Father.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of choice. Oh, hold up, hold up. Sorry. Here we go. Alright, stop. Let's try to get it centered. We're here.
Yeah, I'll get
Hold
you
it.
wood.
I'm going to want to come in a little more.